Hey everybody, it's Allie here with Crooked Nature. I want to welcome everybody back. Hopefully I have some comeback people. That would be awesome. Uh, we're going to start off my little finishing up of my plant tour. This is taking place in my upstairs living room, which is completely separate from my downstairs office, which is where we were in the last video. The majority of my plants are, especially my largest plants, my big tree, my mascane, and Monstera deliciosa, my big aloes, and just big stuff, big stuff. All right, so we're going to start off with this little guy here, who I haven't had very long, and I'm in love with it. It is the coolest little thing, and I didn't think I would ever see one of these. Not around here anyway. I'm in the Midwest, kind of. Missouri's middle of just middle. And it's not even the middle. It's just in there. Anyway, we don't get a whole lot of super tropical, super variegated. Oh, look at that. I got some green variegation in there. Now, I have another neon pothos right over there. You can see its new growth is like a much lighter color. It's been outside getting a ton of sunlight, so it's a bit darker. It's nowhere near as dark as my regular pothos, but it's pretty dark. But it has some variegation just like this, and I love that. I think that is just the coolest thing. It makes me think of my Philodendron Brazil, and I'm just like, it's cool. It's cool. But this is something else here. This is, it's crazy. And I know it doesn't even look like it, but it is almost exactly the same shade as the other leaves. It looks like it's a lot darker, but it's not. It is darker though. Maybe I have a different plant in here. That would be cool too. I'm down with that. But I don't know, because it's new growth. It's pretty yellow to me. What's going on in there? It's pretty yellow. I don't know. It's awesome though. I'm like, maybe it is. Maybe it's a variegated neon pothos. It's not the dark green variegation. Maybe it'll be something that's stable. That would be really cool. All right, we're gonna continue on with our little plant tour here and try to finish up, because there's a lot of plants to go through in here too. We're gonna go down. Right down here we have this pretty Syndaptus pictus. It's not very old, but it does have some awesome leaves on it. Somewhere on here it's got some leaves that are almost completely silver, and it's just cool. I just love it. I love the way these things look. I love the way the vining plants look. Some of my favorite things are these vining plants. Now this is an Enjoy pothos. Pothos Enjoy. And I want to say this is specific to a specific grower. Like, I think it's something that you're not supposed to propagate. I'm not entirely certain about that. We'll see. It's pretty cool looking. I will say that I have another Pothos Enjoy, and I think it might actually be a slightly different plant, because in comparison, even the leaves on the one that I have that are smaller don't really, I mean, they look like this, but they don't look like this. And some of the leaves on my Pothos Enjoy that's downstairs, actually, I think it's in here somewhere. They're pretty good size. I think I might have taken those for cuttings though. That's okay. This guy is still very pretty. And these leaves, look at this, look at that. Gorgeous white and green. Just so pretty. We're gonna move on. Let's move on past all the dusty furniture here. We've got this beautiful lemon Limeranta here, who's a little unhappy because he was hanging out on a back patio shaded area that it was doing really well outside. I actually think I might need to repot it. It's gotten so gangly. It's pretty cool looking though. It's got some beautiful, beautiful leaves on here. Just awesome. Love it. Love it. Got this for Mother's Day a couple years ago, so I've had this plant for a little while. Woohoo! Looking at the pretty stuff. And I love how it changes its color. So its new foliage looks like this, and its older foliage looks like this. So this leaf is gonna look like this in the end. Isn't that crazy? It's almost like its colors swap. It's pretty cool. It's not exactly what it is, but it is awesome. This is another Limeranta, another prayer plant, and it is a silver band Limeranta. And it's got some awesome secrets here too. Can you see that pretty purple red color there? I find it just awesome. Some of them it's not quite as prominent. I've done pretty well with this plant. It doesn't seem to want to vine the same way that the other one does. It's like starting to. It's also pretty mad about coming inside. It's like, I'm gonna kill off some of my leaves. It'll be all right. They're gonna be fine. It's pretty hardy, and I've already noticed, like right here, I've got new growth coming in, and it's doing so awesome. Here we have, stand in the light. We have a lemon lime philodendron. It's not doing too badly. I actually was attempting to unwind some of his vines yesterday and gave up. And there is my gorgeous, just regular, it's my regular green philodendron, the heartleaf. He's doing pretty awesome too. Green vines do good for me. Got a random assortment of snake plants in here. And then we've got a ZZ plant. Zamiococcus zamiifolia. Maybe, that might not be right. Zamicifolia. I don't remember. Anyway, here's the dark version of that. And these guys are so, I'm just like, the leaves are like almost black. Who doesn't like that? Who doesn't love that? That's pretty cool. Now, I got a good leaf here. So this is a new growth. The new growth comes in green on these guys. So don't be like, somebody painted this plant and sold it to me. Something's wrong. It's dying. I freaked out a little bit when I saw it have new growth come in. I was like, oh no, I guess this isn't a stable type of variegation. It's just going to turn back and revert to what it was originally. But that's not it. Once it grows in more fully and gets an appropriate amount of light, it changes its color to what you see. This black awesomeness. And you can see, like, there's the green. There's the black. It's dusty. I need to dust it. Oh, it needs some serious dusting, in fact. So we've got our little plant table there. We're going to move on. Here is a mass pot of many things, including some pretty good sized pothos leaves. I don't actually know what kind of Limeranta this guy is. He's just beautiful though. And it looks like my lemon lime Limeranta, but it is absolutely variegated. I mean, it's seems to be stable variegation. It's coming out pretty profusely, even so, like huge splotches on some of them. I've actually lost a couple leaves that were almost completely this light yellow color. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at those spots. Let me hold this straighter. You can't tell if I'm straight up or not. Let me hold this up. Gosh, it's so pretty. Oh, and there is my other Pothos Enjoy. Now, this was a pot of pots. What I did is I took a bunch of small pots and put them all together in one large hanger because I just didn't have room for all the small pots that there were. I don't even think I can turn this guy anymore. He's having issues. I've got another bit of Limeranta cuttings in there. And all these golden pothoses, which is pretty much reverted because they've had a lot of light on the back patio. You've got some splotches still on some of them, though. I don't think I can even turn this guy that way. He's got so much going on. Oh, yep, nope, that's what's up. I got vines. And then this long vine that's just so happy. I'm turn you a bit more. Let's see. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Just awesome. I just love plants. I love making these planters too. We've got some awesome, I want to say that's a snow queen, but maybe it's a marble queen pothos. I don't know. I think it might be snow. I don't know. Got some beautiful pothos in here. There's some golden pothos, some marbled pothos, marble queen. And this guy's actually even bigger than the other one. I can't even turn it around either without trying to take the other plant off of the shelf. Let's see, can we get you to turn a little bit more? Oh gosh, that scares the crap out of me every time. The kid's got a fake spider. His name, oh no, I don't remember what his name is. We have another one somewhere and his name is Timmy. I don't remember what this one's name is. But every time I see him, I'm like, there's a spider. A big spider. Man, and we live in Missouri. We get tarantulas. We really do. Okay, spider. Don't want to stick your hand into a place where you see a giant spider. That's a rule, general good idea. Not a rule, just a good idea. So we're gonna look down in here too, see if I can get any. Got some yellow leaves, but I've also got some really pretty pothos leaves down in here. I think this one might be the one that has a silver vine buried in its midst. I have a couple of planters that do. That's okay. All right, moving on to what is this guy? Golden Goddess Philodendron. I'm not particularly fond of this thing. It looks cool, but I don't actually like this color here. I'm weird. I don't like this weird red color here. And I'm like, it looks sickly. It's not. It's actually doing pretty well. I have lost some leaves off of it this year, but that's all right. Now I've got my poor, pitiful orchids. They've rebloomed for me several times. I've actually had most of them for like 5 years. This guy here hasn't even been in soil. It's been as long as my samurai. So about 2 years since it's been in soil. Yeah, no, he's not doing well, but still alive. Anyway, we've got this gorgeous little peperomia here. I don't know what your name is, but you're pretty. We've got two begonia rexes here. I want to say one of these guys is called a glass, and I can't remember the other one at all. I wish I could. Didn't look into it enough. And here we have the elusive homemade plant from my daughter. I actually think that's really cool. By the way, like, she came in and put it in, and she's like, there it goes. It goes right there. And I'm like, okay. It makes me really happy. Oh, here is the giant. This is not an enjoy. This is a Manjula Pothos. There's a pretty guy right there. With some Marble Queen, Snow Queen. What do we got here? Ooh, there's some more. Look at that. Turn you. You're not quite as viney as the rest of them. Look at that. Down in there. It's got some major growth going on in there. I'm not going to enjoy repotting this, but honestly, when it gets repotted, all of these, this one, these two, when they get repotted, they're going to be going into some major planters. I don't want to separate them. Don't want to break them up. Oh, here we are at my other neon pothos. And he is absolutely beautiful and is coming down. Don't look at the bottom. My dog actually nibbled on the edges of this guy. And my puppy promptly spat him back out, but that doesn't undo the damage. I'm like, man, he ate some leaves. He might get sick. His mouth is going to hurt. You know, things like that. Things like that. What am I doing here? I'm just looking at my plants as I'm showing you guys my plants because I haven't looked at them in a little while. This has got a really nice, beautiful vine going on right here. Like this is a neon pothos. So if I get this guy out of light a little bit and his color regresses and it lightens up, that is going to be one heck of a beautiful big leaf. It's awesome. So, oh, we got a Hoya Chelsea over here. I wish I had it still on its hanger so that I could show you. This guy's actually really heavy, and I know that's water weight and all that, but like, it has not been watered in a while, and it just needs to continue to dry out. Because every time I stick my finger in, I'm like, it's wet. Maybe I need to repot it. I'm scared though. They tend to have problems being repotted, I think. And I'm not great with Hoyas as it is, just because I don't have a whole lot of light in my house. It kind of looks like I do, but I don't. Look at that. Now that is that's its vine. This is its new vine, and there's nothing on it. Like, you can see it. There's like little rootlets on it, which is like, is something wrong with it? No, it's absolutely perfectly fine. It is normal. They grow like that. They just send out a feeler, and they're like, oh, I found a place. Let's expand and have leaves now. See, there's a tiny little leaf coming in on this guy. What's going on here? Oh no, I got dirt on my hand. I'm thinking I have a pest going on here, which I probably do. That's pretty normal too. I've got a Christmas cactus here, and he's doing all right. I just put him down in this little place right here because there is a decent amount of light in there, and I can turn him, but he's not going to fit in there for very long. I've actually had that guy almost a year now. Some baby mini Phalaenopsis. You can look in the back. Little thing back in there. There's actually 3 keikis, which are basically orchid clones. Okay, they're basically identical copies that the plant produces. In order to get an orchid to reproduce and create seeds, you actually have to send parts of your orchid, the flower, off to nurseries. You can't do that yourself. I guess you could, but you're going to be spending a lot of money trying to do that. They need very, very specific grow conditions. Just period. Like, they need some crazy stuff. And it's very specific. Like, they need a specific type of fungus and all kinds of stuff because it's a tropical plant. Check out this pothos. Oh, look at the leaves. Look at the leaf. It's every bit of my hand. Look, can I hide my hand behind it? If I curl it up, I can definitely hide my fist behind it. Anyway, go on. This is almost all golden pothos, I think. It's very healthy. It's very happy. Let's twirl you. We've got some philodendron in here. We do. We got some Brazil in here, which this is highly variegated. Check that out. Anyway, let's see here. Oh, look at you. Some interesting variegation on some of the stuff in here. I do love it. You leave a pot to go for a while, and then you look in and you're like, look at all the leaves I got. They're crazy looking. Oop, there is the silver pothos. That's some Syndapsis pictus argyrius, but it is called this silver vine, silver pothos, silver satin pothos. Which I think is actually a different one. Like, there's two different ones, a silver and a silver satin. Anyway, these guys are really awesome though. And I stuck it in the center of this guy, more or less, so that I could put it outside and still have it growing. These guys don't do well outside. I'm guessing they would if I had a deeper shade spot for it and it was like no chance of it at all getting sunlight on it, because they just burn. They burn. And I'm like, maybe we could have, harden it off a bit and acclimatize it, but then taking it back inside might really damage it. And these guys are kind of picky as it is. Anyway, that is the end of my houseplant and long talk and ramble. I hope everybody had a good time today and enjoyed what you saw. Maybe learned something or saw something you need to correct me on. Go for it. Down in the comments. Don't be mean. Be happy. I hope you're having a good day. I'm trying really hard. I'm a hormonal nightmare. That's normal. Have a good day, everybody.